Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. In the last episode, we took on Seeker, the Rare Hunter, the first of the Rare Hunters, or ghouls, that have invaded Battled City and have been taking on powerful duelists, gathering up rare cards. We don't know exactly why they've been doing this, but I'm sure we will find out as the game progresses. We also challenged a few duelists around the city, mainly Joey and a few no-name duelists. This time, we will actually be opening things up by challenging Rex Raptor here, so let's not waste any time and go right on in. Oh yeah, you look like a decent duelist. We'll duel with our locator cards on the line. I only duel when the stakes are serious. Don't expect me to pull any punches, alright? Okay, well, as per usual, we've got a boss fight on our hands. I'm gonna bet Zanky because that's kinda just the thing that I do now. And we actually have a pretty decent opening hand, so let's start by summoning Toadmaster and using his effect to bring out a Frog the Jam. Next, let's have Frog the Jam go into defense position, and as you can clearly see, this is not the usual playing field. This is a wasteland terrain, able to be activated via the wasteland spell card. However, Rex has this, and he is really the first boss that could be a bit tricky because of it. He plays a dinosaur deck, and all dinosaurs will get a 30% power boost on the wasteland terrain. Water monsters, at least most of them, will not do well in wasteland terrain. This terrain also empowers zombie monsters, so keep that in mind. However, his main weakness is that most of his monsters are of the Earth attribute, so he likely won't be able to deal with a Wind attribute monster like Dragonus the Wicked Knight here. So, let's just have her take out this Hinawa. I would also recommend not using any Thunder attribute monsters, as they will get easily beaten by all of his Earth monsters. Anyway, with Dragonus the Wicked in the Wicked Knight in my first hand, we should be in a good position. Go ahead and heal, Rex. You're not going to be able to do much by the time I'm through with you. I'll just have Dragonus actually do most of the attacking from the start, just so that we can clear any Earth attribute monsters of his off the field, and hopefully we can do some decent damage. Although he does have a few forest monsters, because obviously he would. Let's use Skalangle's effect. Right. We got the Wandering Doom, that's a good card to bring forward. Easily take out his Mechanical Spider, and let's have Toadmaster attack. I suppose I should also say machine monsters will also get a boost on Wasteland. Thankfully, we're in a pretty good position now. He does have 2 face downs, so we do have to be a little concerned, but I think we'll be fine. Let's have Toadmaster do this. Okay, thankfully, Thunder didn't destroy Aqua. Okay, or at least I thought that was a Thunder monster, but I must be wrong. And we should be able to finish this next turn. Okay, so a slight hiccup with him having the Bolt Escargot, but thankfully we seem to have managed just well enough. Let's sacrifice Penguin Soldier and just bring in Morphean. And like that, we'll just take out Rex. Roll victory. Gain 30 deck capacity for winning a boss fight. 1500 Domino. And because we bet a card of actual value, we get Sword Arm of Dragon off of Rex. Level 5 Dinosaur. decent stats, but not the best. Darn, I lost. My dinosaur deck couldn't get it done. Tch, well, it can't be helped. Take this card. Locator card was obtained. I believe that actually brings us up to a total of 4, and our duelist level is 158. It's actually decent at this point. But now I bet you're wondering, what exactly do we do? We've been around all of Clock Tower Square, we can't go anywhere further in art, and the card shop only has opponents outside. Well, if we go on over to the bus, or to this little area where we can visit the map, we have actually unlocked a new location, the park. And we can actually see that we have somebody who stands out quite a bit. Yeah, that is a creepy expression. However, even if we talk to him or if we try to duel him, he will not respond whatsoever. There's one guy here, you guys here, 2 more here, and then as we can see, Weevil and his little goons all hanging out here. We can talk to him. Poo-foo. All these duelists here are my disciples. If you're hoping to face me in a duel, make it after you've beaten them all. I don't have time to waste on a weakling. I think he means only these 3, but I personally will be going around to challenge all of them. However, before we do, I want to actually go back to the map, because I actually want to go see about what's going on at the Moto Family Game Shop. Okay, nope, just Taya and Solomon. Let's see if we can actually... Ho-ho, I no longer duel. Okay, well, you can't duel Solomon. Can you duel Taya? It looks like you're doing well. And Joey, well, he's having a rough time. It'd be nice if all 3 of you make the finals. Alright, well, I tried dueling her, she won't duel. Okay, well, I suppose that was to be expected. I believe Tristan is still, yep, up here by my house. There's a dog. Of course, can't duel it. So, it would be funny if you could. Like if it was a secret boss, but I guess not. I guess, never mind. Let's go here to the park and let's actually challenge first. Well, first let's talk to this guy. Huh? What is it? What do you want? Don't bug me if you don't want anything. Alright, let's try dueling you. Duel. So you're a duelist too. I'd accept your challenge, but on one condition. Bring me useful information, then we'll duel. I'm looking for a duelist, a guy named Yugi. Do you know where he is? Yeah, I do. What? He often shows up at the toy shop. That's a good lead. Fine, we duel. Alright, well, let's have... You know what, we'll bet the Sword Arm of Dragon that we won from Rex to start things off. And more Mu Yang Curry. And a Wind Monster, so that's going to be something to deal with. Let's use our own Mu Yang Curry. And just because we went to the trouble of getting this card for its effect, let's use it. Electric Lizard was activated. His little Chimera can't do anything for this turn, so we should be okay. Alright, let's actually sacrifice Electric Lizard and have Morpheon attack. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, we can just set this Queen's double. Keep having Morpheon hopefully take it out. Unfortunately, him having a card on the field means that he could end up sacrificing and getting something stronger of his own, but thankfully we've got Toadmaster here to sort of even the odds. We'll have Frog the Jam take out that guy, and have Morphine do some solid damage. Well, not damage, but good enough. Alright, that's not good, but can deal. We'll place that ritual card down, and let's actually sacrifice Toad the Jam to summon Saber Slasher. Right, and now we should be good. And now let's have summon that Frog the Jam and easily take him down. Alright, next turn ought to do it. Yep. And just like that, we beat this guy who's looking for Yugi, so I have no idea how he thinks he's going to win against Yugi. The capacity increased by 5, 684 Domino, Genin. Defeated. But that match was a good way to loosen up. I'm going to beat Yugi and establish my name here. I've got to hurry and find him. Oh yes, I should share some knowledge. Oh yes, I should share some of my knowledge. My Valentine, said to be the best female duelist. Well, I saw her by the building. If you hurry, you may be able to challenge her. Guy, there are many buildings in this city. Can you be a bit more specific? Anyways, I'm off to the toy shop. Well, we've cleared him out, but I suppose that should lead us to actually go... Oh, I thought that would have brought up a new location for us, but I guess not. So let's just do as Weevil suggested and actually do a bit of dueling. Huh? A duel? Okay, go easy on me, will you? Right, Sword Armor Dragon. And we'll just set Bishwar Randy there. Okay, get a decent hit in. Alright, that should do well. Now let's summon this Doron and actually activate his effect, getting another clone of him on the field. And now we'll be able to pretty much swarm him as soon as possible. Have Vishwar Randy attack. And basically just have the rest of our squad take him out. We'll sacrifice our 2 monsters. Bring out Last Warrior. And now let's actually have both of our Doron attack and have Last Warrior do the finishing blow. Right. Their increase of 5. Pretty powerful dragon, and actually, well, it's not that great. 6-star monster, so it's gotta have at least 1 sacrifice. Whoa, you're like seriously tough, huh? Alright, well. Okay, let's start. Right, well, we're just gonna keep on fighting these guys. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but make sure you, if you do ante, to use a good card as the ante, because otherwise you won't get a good card in return from your opponent. You'll get something that isn't worth playing. That wasn't good, but we thankfully have Dharma Cannon to make up for that slight misplay. Let's Just set this white dolphin and attack Dharma Cannon. Hopefully that'll bait him into attacking himself. Okay, good. We've got 2 monsters that can at least somewhat fight. I am gonna need to start finding some monsters to actually replace these guys because opponents are starting to get a bit more on par with what we started with. And it's only gonna get harder from here. Thankfully, I think I'll be fine to at least take on these no-names with this rather weak deck for right now. Let's summon Penguin Soldier and have him attack. Okay, I don't know what he's playing face down, or what most opponents have been playing face down, but it must not be a trap, because in this game, traps activate automatically as soon as their conditions are met. So it can't be a decent trap. If it were, it would have activated as soon as I declared an attack. The opponent is out. Okay, Domino, Skelgon, still not great. I lost. Yeah, you lost. Fine, let us begin. I should warn you, I'm not as weak as I may appear. Keep telling yourself that, buddy. I'm sure you're not going to give me any trouble. And Curry. Alright, well, let's set this House of Adhesive Tape. Activate Pot of Greed. And let's use Skelangle's effect. Alright. Okay, let's actually... You know what, we'll summon Mask of Darkness first. And have Skelangle attack that face down. Okay, board's cleared. Of course he had a shadow monster to easily deal with that, so let's just use the effect of Witch's Apprentice. Thankfully it only works on our side of the field and not his, because he did have a shadow monster of his own. That's good to know. Let's summon up Penguin Soldier. We'll have Witch's Apprentice attack. And have Penguin Soldier follow suit. Let's have this flower make the attack. And now we should be able to pretty much stomp this guy flat. Okay, just gonna sacrifice these two and summon Last Warrior. And we'll just have Last Warrior finish him off. Okay, another Skelgon. Your skill level is obviously high. Losing against you was a foregone conclusion. Alright, well, let's head on over to here and let's challenge these guys. And just because, we'll set Frog of Jam in defense position and activate Pot of Greed. Okay, depending on what he does, and I probably should have expected that. Or I guess not, because I don't know how I should have expected that. So we're on a bit of a back foot here. He's going to be able to do at least a little damage to us. Thankfully, we have just the thing at the right moment to be able to make a counterattack. So if he sacrifices, we're going to be in trouble again. Thankfully, he wasn't able to sacrifice. Okay. We'll just quickly... So, yeah, could be a little troubling, but I suppose I should show one good thing. With weak cards, like let's take this Spear Cretin for instance, if you press B, you can actually discard from your hand, or directly from the field, but I wouldn't recommend that. If you need to draw a card, just discard anything that's not being useful to you. I personally like to just get rid of cards that I can't really make use of whenever I'm in a bind like that. So let's just sacrifice that penguin soldier and get a solid attack in with Bolt Escargot. And I probably should have expected that, because this game likes to do that sort of thing. Right, well, I'll just have Mask of Darkness take that out, and Dragoness the Wicked. Okay. I'll just use the effect of Toadmaster. And now, Dragoness the Wicked and Frog the Jam will attack directly. Okay. We should be good, I think. I'll just have these guys finish him off. Okay, very good. Metal Dragon, decent 6-star monster, though not great. Probably should. Not so, really? Maybe I'll keep at it a bit harder. Thank you for the encouragement. I hope you'll keep at it too. Okay, I didn't know that you had that sort of thing, but it's good to find out new things about a game that you've played before. Let's actually... We're gonna take out... You know what? Let's rearrange by attack. We'll take out Sandstone, just because... And let's go to the trunk. Let's see. Here you are. We can move you to the deck, just because I think you'll be a bit better than some of the monsters that we've been playing with. Let's see. Do we have enough duelist level at this point to... No, we can't use you yet. We're still a bit low. Okay, let's challenge this guy. And then after that, I think we'll go to the card shop, just to see if anything new's come into play. Right. Well, we've got... Well, why... Normally I would save Dark Hole for... in case I get into a bind, but I figure might as well just clear the field and get a direct attack in. Okay. And we'll just keep on attacking. Okay, let's actually have... Okay, Napoleon managed to survive, so let's now have our monsters just attack. Yeah, I don't expect these no-name duelists to give any trouble whatsoever. They'll mainly be later opponents that I imagine will give us at least some degree of headache. But that's for a later time. It's... Right, let's actually just have Electric Blizzard take out this guy. And we should have enough attack points between our 3 remaining units to deal with him. Right. Easy peasy. Warrior of Tradition. Not a good card, but alright. Duh. I lost. Gah! That's a mighty downer. Alright, well, now we just have the 3 guys surrounding Weevil and Weevil himself to duel. So let's quickly go check out the card shop, because knowing Weevil, we're going to want some new monsters to be able to actually fight him. So let's go to cost. We can use up to 167, if I remember. Okay. Let's see if we can find some Pyro monsters, because those will be the most useful. Well, that's actually a pretty decent find. This is this guy. And let's actually go back this way for just a little bit. You actually have a decent... Let me see what your ability is, if we can. Nope, duelist level's too low. Okay. Alright, well, let's just quickly... go into our deck. Again, we're going to take out the weakest cards we can. Let's not take you out. You might get a boost for the next thing. So let's take this Queen's Double out. And let's take out this Bone Mouse. Next, bring out our attack. Let's see. And bring in Blast Spear and UFO Turtle. Thankfully, we're just below deck capacity, so we should be okay. Alright. Next, we'll just go... Did not mean to do that. We'll head right back to the park. And I believe I will end things off here, since this has been a bit of a longer episode. Next time we'll take on these guys surrounding Weevil, and then hopefully end things off by challenging Weevil himself. Hopefully things all go according to plan. Anyway, all that said, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.